Good afternoon, class.
Good afternoon.
This is another video for trigonometry, particularly basic trigonometric ratios. But this time around, we want to calculate the sides of right angled triangles. We want to calculate the sides of what? A right angled triangle with a given angle. Now, I want to find the value of x. Here is the first right angled triangle. We are given 6 meters here. We are given one of the interior angles as a given angle. Then we want to find this side x. But the first thing we do is to create the awareness that we can only apply the basic trigonometric ratios provided if we are dealing with a right angled triangle. So let me say sine, cos, tan. These are the basic trigonometric ratios. We can only apply them if we are dealing with a right angled triangle. Alright, so from there, to solve a problem in a right angled triangle with a given angle, using the three basic trigonometric ratios, we're supposed to consider these three acronyms. We're supposed to consider these two. This one represents sine of an angle, cosine of an angle, and tangent of an angle. And for sine of an angle is opposite over hypotenuse. Remember in our last video, cosine of an angle is adjacent over hypotenuse, and tangent of an angle is opposite over adjacent. Now we have this problem to solve. We want to find the value of x. Now, first of all, that value of x we want to find, that side x, is what we refer to as the opposite. The reason being is this side is the side that is facing the given angle. In our last video, we learned that the side that is facing the given angle is what we call the opposite side. So our opposite is x. Now this side here with the 6 meters lies between the 90 degrees and the given angle. So the side that lies between the 90 degrees and the given angle is what we call the adjacent side. So our adjacent here is 6 meters. So technically we can say we have O, A. We have what? O and A. So let us search for it. This is not O and A. This is OH. This is not O and A. This is AH. But this one is OA. So it matches with this one. OA, OA. So it tells you that we are supposed to use tangent of an angle. So now we say tangent of an angle. Here the angle is what? 30 degrees. Is equal to what? The opposite side over what? The adjacent side. Tangent of an angle is equal to the opposite side over what? The adjacent side. So our opposite side here is x, and the adjacent side here is what? 6 meters. So what do we do? Depending the level that you are, if you are still in the junior level, you can apply the statistical tables, the 4-figure tables, or the logarithmic tables. But if you are now dealing with advanced mathematics, you can gently apply what? Using the calculator. So what do we have for tan theta? Tangent of theta?
0.5773.
So we have 0.5773. So which is equal to x over 6. But this one is without a denominator. We don't see any denominator. So we can give it 1. So if we multiply 1 by x, that will give us x. But if we multiply 6 by this value, what do you think we have? If we say 6 multiplied by 0.5773, what do we get?
3.4644.
3.4644. Depending the exams you are taking, depending the instructions of the examiner, that will be what? You are asked to leave your answer to what? 1 decimal place, 2 decimal places, or for the case maybe. So for the meantime, the value of x is what? 3.4644. Now the next problem here is to find also the value of x. But that value of x we want to find, we need to identify that particular side. But remember, in a right angle triangle, any side that is facing the 90 degrees, the right angle, That side is what we call the hypotenuse side. So our hypotenuse side is x. We also have 5 meters. 5 meters is the side that is facing the given angle. The side that is facing the given angle is what we refer to as the opposite side. So our opposite side is given as 5 meters. So finally, what do? We go back to SOHCALTUA. We want to know as to whether we are to apply the sine, if we are to apply the cosine, or if we are to apply the tangent. So let us see. Here we have HO or OH. HO or OH. So we are fortunate that the beginning is OH. OH. You see that? OH. OH. So what we are to use here? We have to apply sine of an angle. So we say sine of an angle. But the angle we are given here is 60 degrees. So we say sine 60 degrees. But sine of an angle is opposite over the hypotenuse. The opposite side over what? The hypotenuse side. The opposite side is 5 meters. Over what? The hypotenuse side. The hypotenuse side is what? Is x. So we give this 1. So what do we get for sine 60 degrees?
0.866.
Sine 60 degrees gives 0.866. Divide by 1. So this is 5 over x. So what do we do here? All right. We are finding x. So we cross multiply. We do cross multiplication. 0.866 multiplied by x, we have 0.866x. 1 multiplied by 5, we get 5. But we want to find x. And this x we want to find, it is standing with what? 0.866. So we divide both sides by 0.866. We divide here again by 0.866. So this one takes away this. We are left with x. We are left with x. So what do we do now? We say 5 divided by 0.866. What do we get?
5.774.
5.774. So 5.774. So the value of x here is 5.774. All right. Now we come to the third problem here. Here again, we want to find the value of x. We are given 50 degrees as the given angle. We are given 8 meters as one of the sides. All right. Let us identify the sides. But let us start with what? The side that we want to find. We want to find side x. But side x is the side that is facing the given angle. Remember in our last video, any side that is facing the given angle is what we call the opposite side. The opposite is x. Now we are also given 8 meters. 8 meters is the side that lies between the given angle and the right angle. And that side is what we call the adjacent side. So the adjacent side is 8 meters. Alright, now we want to know if we are to apply sine, if we are to apply cos, or if we are to apply tan. So what do we do? So remember we have S-O-H, cos, C-A-H, tan, T-O-A. So let us see what we've gathered here. We have O-A, we have O and A. But this is OH and not OA. This is AH and not OA. This is the OA we are searching for. So now that we've seen OA here, that tells you that we are to apply with tan, tangent of an angle. So we say tangent of an angle, the angle is 50 degrees, is equal to the opposite side over what? The adjacent side. Remember, tan is opposite over the adjacent. The opposite side is x, and the adjacent side is what? is 8 meters. Now, from the statistical tables, the 4-figure tables, the logarithmic tables, what do we get for tan 50 degrees?
1.1917.
1.1917. So equal to x over 8. We give this 1. So 1 multiplied by x, because we are cross multiplying. 1 multiplied by x is x. Then 8 multiplied by 1.1917. What do we have? What do we get? 8 multiplied by 1.1917. What do we get?
9.5336.
9.5336. 5336. So far, this is the value of x. So we've solved 3 problems. Here we found the value of what? We calculated the value of x when we are given one of the angles and one side. We calculated the value of x with one side given and one given angle. We calculated the value of x with one side given and a given angle. So I want you to go to the comment section and tell me what do we get if we are to calculate x with 4 meters side given and 25 degrees. That is the 4th problem. So thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video and follow and share. Please don't forget. So try this one. I want to see the result in the comment section. Bye bye.